Hey guys, it's what is it? It's March 24th, 2019, 1:43 p.m. in the afternoon. This is this week's cartoon for CNN. We had decided to go with the Conways, and I put them in bed again. Went back to bed with the Conways, and I really liked the idea. There was one thing that we changed after I had submitted it. But I just thought this was really funny, so I went with it. And I thought we might have to change it after the whole Mueller thing. And they did change everything else about the newsletter, but except for the cartoon. So that was cool. I was still the top cartoon, which I should have been because I'm paying for it. They commissioned it. Cool. If you go to CNN and .com and go to the opinion part and sign up for the newsletter, weekly newsletter, please do that. That would help out. Maybe it'll keep them having cartoons done for them. So, if they can get a lot of followers, subscribers from me, that'd be really cool. So, this is episode 419. I haven't posted the blog yet for this cartoon, but I need to do that soon. And, so how many comments we did on the last one? It's kind of warm today. It's like in the low 60s here. This morning it was in the low 30s. So I put this face cream on Trump, and I just thought it made it funnier. And for you guys who see every single one of my cartoons, you know that's Trump. You're probably not going to have a problem with it at all. But after I turned it in, CNN was like, can you make them less stylized? I'm like, what do you mean, less stylized? And so I removed, and my friend Dallas, when he saw it, he said, hey, is that Trump? And that just really kind of annoyed me. Hearing somebody go, hey, is that Trump? Duh, of course it's Trump. Who else would be in bed between the Conways? So, so when CNN came back and just said, we're just not sure if people will know that's Trump. So I removed it. I went back to how Dallas didn't know who it was, or wasn't sure. So I took away the night cream, the face cream and stuff, and I really hated to do that. So that's not in the official cartoon. But there are two versions, because I didn't know if that would work when I did it and I sent it to him. So I saved the other one. So there are two versions of this, with the face cream, without the face cream. So you have to tell me which one you like most. But I'll put both on my website. And you're going to see the non-face cream version at the end of this cartoon. And I wanted to work a little bit more on the George caricature, which is why you didn't see all of it, because at some point I think I stopped recording to work on it. And yeah, I think this is the second cartoon I did Friday. I think I did my syndication one first, and then I started on this one. And I was debating with myself, hey, which one should I draw first? Because how would that work best with the schedule? So, one week I did Costa Rica second, and CNN last, and another week, usually I do the syndication stuff first, though. Because I got to write the blog, and that's why. Let's go to some shout-outs. Some people already left some disgusting comments in this cartoon. Someone mentioned to me yesterday on my website, because my website is getting some trolls. And this guy's like, see what happens when you start getting more with the Herlock and CNN, you start getting more trolls. And I was like, dude, this is nothing. They got like 2 of them on the website. Go to my Instagram. You click on a cartoon, you see like 57 comments. You're like, what the hey? Alright. Ariel said, correct me if I'm wrong, but it takes a lot to indict a sitting president. Did I put these in order? Did I put these in order? Did I go to my news first? Yes, I did. It takes a lot to indict a sitting president. Isn't that something Congress has to do technically? I wish I was more knowledgeable about how our darn government works. The Justice Department has a protocol that a sitting president cannot be indicted. So, but that doesn't mean that someone there wouldn't try, maybe. But it seems like Robert Mueller might have gone with that. And that might be why Trump is not technically in trouble. to be indicted by Congress, you can't. The Senate can convict if Congress impeaches. And they can hold people in contempt. But guess what? That does nothing. It does nothing. People lie to Congress all the time, and nothing happens to them. They're never punished. I mean, look at those tobacco guys. Donald Trump Jr. lied to Congress, and he has not been punished for that. We know he lied. We know he committed perjury. We know Jeff Sessions committed perjury in front of Congress. Nothing came of it. It seems like lying to Congress is usually one of the simplest crimes in the world there is, or one of the easiest things to get away with everybody knowing that you did it. You know, except for Trump's Michael Cohen, Trump's fixer. You know what it is? I think he stood the wall for it. But most people, they just get away with it. And this is why I don't like that there's no indictments of Donald Trump Jr. and Jared. It's like these rich little bastards get away with shit. You know? They're like, okay, well, we can excuse them. So I'm hoping that NYSD really comes down on them. I'm tired of watching these rich people just get away with everything because they were born privileged. Not a fan of it. It also says, I think we also need to consider the possibility that Trump didn't get his hands dirty, or he could actually be innocent. I think one side needs to keep his mind open at least. I think they might technically be unable, or technically they might say, hey, guess what? We can't find anything on Trump for sure that he did this. We just can't nail him to it. But you think that you'd nail a lot more others, you know, because Mueller hasn't really charged anybody for collusion or conspiracy with the Russians. So that is one thing. Seems like you would get somebody with that. I just can't see that how they're not innocent when they were inviting Russians to Trump Tower, and then they were lying about those meetings. And Ariel said that the last cartoon was super appropriate, and along with the good one. So the last one was on Mueller time. Emily said, I really like this cartoon. It made me laugh. I'm happy you took Saturday night off. I did. I'll be back working today, though. Or tonight. Well, I'm working right now, making you a video. Robert Cortino said, why not Trump Jr. and Jared about being indicted? Because of the same reason why a police officer could shoot an unarmed teen in the back and be acquitted. I'm afraid you might be right. Kind of sick of that, aren't you, Robert? Okay, now for Logic 101. If Republicans truly believe that Mueller is not an honest investigator and he finds no collusion, that would implicate Trump by association and others who claim that Mueller's report would not be accurate, right? Yep. And that's Ariel brought up the same thing that I did. The fatal flaw in your proposal is logic. It's kind of like when Donald Trump says, Michael Cohen's a liar, can't be trusted. But there's one thing he said I like. But I thought he was a liar and can't be trusted. You know, and now, hey, you can't trust Robert Mueller. He can't do anything. He's just on a witch hunt. And if he comes out and says Trump's innocent, they're going to go, oh, Robert Mueller's awesome. We got to take Robert Mueller's word. Look at his resume. It's impeccable. You're going to find people analyzing past comments with current comments from Republicans on that shit. And maybe somewhat with Democrats, too. I just hope that after, like, nearly 2 years of this, that Mueller just didn't decide to let some stuff slide. Just like, okay, let's not go there. Let's not look into that. I mean, you have to remember that they did not interview Donald Trump. They did not sit down with him. He got out of that. Clinton didn't get out of that. And Ken Starr, see, there's a roof. And there it is without the face cream. Yeah. I mean, Ken Starr didn't even have to send his to the Justice Department. He just gave it straight to Congress. The laws were different. And he spent like over 1,600 days on his investigation. Robert Mueller on less than 700. All right. There's your cartoon, folks. Click the red button and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment and you will get a shout out, I promise. And we will see all of you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Goodbye. Bye.